Walk into TJ Maxx on any given afternoon, and the first thing that hits you isn't the racks of clothing or the rows of home decor, it's the feeling. The carts clack across the polished floor, fluorescent lights hum overhead, designer logos wink at you from every corner, and somewhere in your head, a quiet voice whispers the 5 most dangerous words in retail. This is too good to miss. That rush, the thrill of finding something expensive for cheap, feels like luck. Like you stumbled into the right place at the right time. But that feeling isn't accidental. It's engineered. Every aisle, every tag color, every limited rack is designed to speed you up, lower your defenses, and make hesitation feel expensive. Here's the part TJ Maxx never wants you to think about. Behind the clean aisles and bargain hunter energy isn't chaos. It's one of the most carefully designed retail illusion systems in America. Part treasure hunt, part psychological pressure cooker, part pricing strategy labyrinth. And once you understand how that system actually works, you'll never look at a red tag the same way again. Today on Frugal Pro, we're exposing the hidden shopping mechanics TJ Maxx relies on to keep customers spending more while thinking they're saving money. Because saving money isn't luck, it's strategy. And the people who win at stores like this know exactly what's happening behind the racks. If this video makes you question even one amazing deal, hit like and subscribe. Because here on Frugal Shopping, we don't play the retail game. We dissect it. Let's start with the illusion that fools millions of shoppers every single day. The bedding aisle trap. You wander down the bedding aisle and it feels like stepping into a dream. Comforters that look like they belong in a 5-star hotel suite. Pillows so plush they seem to float on air. Colors that match your bedroom exactly. Everything is perfectly curated to catch your eye. Your mind starts imagining the room you've always wanted. The serene oasis you'll finally create. It's beautiful, it's tempting, and right at that moment, TJ Maxx has you exactly where they want you, anticipating a full set, ready to complete the picture tomorrow. Here's the hidden truth. Most of what you see in the bedding section is a one-off shipment. TJ Maxx rarely carries complete collections. That luxurious comforter, it might be the only one of its kind. The matching shams, pillows, or backup blankets are likely gone, or never existed at all. Each item arrives as a partial set, closeouts, or a single piece from a discontinued line. The store intentionally makes it seem like the matching pieces are within reach, creating an expectation that fuels your impulse to buy. This is the psychological trap. Shoppers assume they'll come back later to finish the set, only to discover the pieces don't exist. What looks like abundance is actually scarcity, and that illusion drives faster, less rational purchasing decisions. Your desire for harmony and completeness is used against you, subtly nudging you to act before the opportunity disappears. So how do you navigate this without falling prey? The strategy is simple. Buy only what you truly like, and don't expect it to match anything else. Treat each item as a standalone treasure, not part of a larger collection. Appreciate its quality, color, or feel, but avoid building expectations for future coordination. By doing this, you turn what could be a trap into a smart purchase. The bedding aisle at TJ Maxx is a perfect example of scarcity-driven impulse. Once you understand that the store thrives on one-off items and partial sets, you stop chasing illusions and start shopping strategically. Love it? Grab it now. Don't love it? Walk away. Expecting more? Prepare to be disappointed. Compare at prices are fiction. You've seen it 100 times. The little tag dangling from a sweater or a pair of sneakers that reads, "Compare at $59.99. Our price, $19.99. Your heart leaps, your mind whispers, I just outsmarted the system. That sense of triumph is exactly what TJ Maxx wants you to feel. It's an emotional trigger designed to make you believe you're getting a massive discount. And for many shoppers, it works like a charm. But here's the uncomfortable truth. In many cases, the compare at price is completely made up. It's not an MSRP. It's not pulled from a department store listing. Sometimes the item has never even sold at that price anywhere. This isn't a mistake. It's a deliberate psychological tactic. By presenting you with a high original price next to a seemingly unbeatable deal, TJ Maxx creates an illusion of victory. Your brain interprets it as a win, and suddenly your buying decisions are driven less by need and more by emotion. So how can you shop smarter? First, approach every compare at price with skepticism. Consider it entertainment rather than fact. If you really want to know the actual value, A quick online search often reveals that the item's real market price is far lower than the tag suggests. What seemed like a $40 savings might actually be only a few dollars. The key is awareness. Remember, this isn't illegal. Retailers can set suggested prices, but it is misleading. And the consequences for untrained shoppers are subtle but powerful. Over time, constant exposure to these artificial victories trains you to buy more, feel rewarded instantly, and trust the tag over your own judgment. The lesson is simple. Don't let fake numbers control your wallet. Treat the compare at price like a fun story, a narrative designed to excite you, not a factual representation of value. By staying conscious of this marketing trick, you take the first step toward shopping strategically, where your decisions are based on reality, quality, and genuine deals, not manufactured triumphs. The designer label Mirage. Step into the clothing aisle, and your eyes are immediately drawn to the sleek, polished racks. There it is, a Calvin Klein blazer, a Tommy Hilfiger dress, maybe even a brand you've only dared to touch in high-end department stores. The logo catches your attention first, glinting like a trophy, and your mind starts racing with possibilities. This is exactly the moment TJ Maxx wants you to feel that rush. The thrill of snagging something luxurious at a fraction of the expected price. From the outside, it looks like a genuine designer find. But here's the hidden truth. Many of these so-called designer pieces were never sold in any official designer store. They belong to a category known as manufactured for merchandise. These garments are produced specifically for discount retailers using licensed brand names. The logo is real, but the fabric, the stitching, and the quality often tell a completely different story. It's like ordering a luxury car and discovering it's a scooter with a glued-on emblem. The badge may promise status, but the product is engineered for convenience and cost-effectiveness, not luxury. So how can a smart shopper separate reality from illusion? The answer is simple. Check the inside tag. Look for labels that say things like TJX Europe, Watford made for TJX, or unusual internal codes you've never seen in a standard department store. These are the giveaways that the brand name you admired on the hanger is, in fact, a brand name imposter wearing a costume. The insight here is crucial. Beginners shop for the logo, hoping that the designer name guarantees quality. Pros, however, shop for craftsmanship. They know that a real designer piece shows attention to detail in its construction, fabric, and finishing touches. By taking a moment to inspect the tags, folds, and material, you can avoid being fooled by appearance alone. In a store built on the illusion of luxury, the first lesson for strategic shoppers is clear. Don't be dazzled by the logo. The designer label Mirage is not illegal, but it is misleading. And it's your awareness, your attention to detail, that transforms a potential impulse buy into a smart investment. Once you spot the difference, you're no longer just browsing, you're shopping with insight. Negotiation on irregular items. Most shoppers walk into TJ Maxx assuming every item has a fixed price. After all, this isn't a flea market or an online marketplace where haggling is expected. But here's a little-known secret. Certain items labeled irregular or as is can actually be negotiated for extra discounts, and many shoppers never even notice it. These tags indicate items with minor flaws, a missing button, a scratch on a home decor piece, a dented lid, or even a small stitching issue. TJ Maxx already discounts these items automatically, but the real opportunity lies at the register, politely pointing out the defect and asking, "Is it possible to get an additional discount because of this?" can often earn you an extra 10 to 20% off. The key is approach. Remain calm, polite, and observant. This isn't about arguing, it's about using the store's strategy to your advantage. Timing also matters. If the item is the last one left on the shelf, your leverage skyrockets. TJ Maxx doesn't want imperfect inventory sitting around. They'd rather sell it cheaply and free up space. This small tactic separates beginners who walk past without noticing the opportunity from seasoned shoppers who consistently maximize savings. Understanding this secret transforms your perspective on irregular items. What might seem like a minor defect becomes a strategic advantage, a chance to stack savings on top of already discounted merchandise. It's a subtle move, one that requires awareness and a touch of confidence, but it pays off more than most realize. In a store built on engineered impulses and visual tricks, recognizing these small opportunities is crucial. Negotiating irregular items isn't about being aggressive, it's about being informed, strategic, and attentive. When applied correctly, this secret allows you to convert overlooked flaws into real savings, giving you a distinct edge over casual shoppers. In-store clearance chaos. There's something unmistakable about the clearance section at TJ Maxx. Racks tangled with clothes, shelves overflowing with oddly stacked items, red tags peeking out from every corner. It's chaos, pure and deliberate. On the surface, it might seem like the store simply hasn't had time to organize the merchandise, but the truth is far more calculated. That mess isn't a mistake. It's a psychological strategy designed to make shoppers act faster and spend more. When you dive into the jumbled racks, your brain interprets scarcity and disorder as urgency. You feel like the best items are fleeting, hidden among the chaos, and if you hesitate, someone else will snatch them up. That adrenaline rush triggers impulse buying, decisions driven by emotion rather than logic. Your heart rate spikes, your attention narrows, and suddenly, a sequin tank top or a mismatched pair of jeans feels like a must-have treasure. This is the essence of in-store clearance psychology, creating the illusion that time is running out and opportunity is limited. But here's the secret savvy shoppers use to turn this trap into an advantage: online clearance. Unlike the tornado-like chaos of the physical store, TJ Maxx's online clearance is organized, searchable, and sortable. You can filter by brand, size, price, or category and see exactly what's available without elbowing through crowded racks or settling for odd sizes. What looks impossible in-store becomes a precise, strategic hunt online, allowing you to capture the real deals without falling prey to the rush. The takeaway is simple. In-store clearance is entertaining, but it's engineered to manipulate your impulses. Treat it like a treasure hunt for fun, but rely on online shopping for actual savings. By understanding the psychology behind the chaos, you move from being a reactive shopper to a strategic buyer, making decisions based on value, not urgency. Once you recognize this system, you can enjoy the thrill of the clearance section without letting it control your wallet. The pet aisle advantage. Amid the whirlwind of racks, clearance bins, and designer label illusions, there's one section in TJ Maxx that quietly stands out: the pet aisle. Unlike clothing or decor, this corner of the store often delivers real, tangible value. Durable dog beds, chew toys that last longer than their overpriced counterparts at big box pet stores, and premium brand treats appear at prices that genuinely feel like a steal. For pet owners who know where to look, it's a goldmine waiting to be explored. What makes this aisle particularly advantageous is something most shoppers overlook. You can bring your pets inside the store. That means you can test the beds, observe how your dog reacts to toys, and see firsthand whether the item holds up to your expectations. Imagine letting your kid jump on a mattress before you buy it. Same concept, but with fur, enthusiasm, and wagging tails. This rare opportunity allows shoppers to verify durability and comfort before spending a single dollar, eliminating guesswork and ensuring satisfaction. Here's the strategy: treat the pet aisle like a secret weapon. Unlike other sections where the pricing and scarcity are engineered to manipulate your impulse, this area often offers deals that don't require decoding tags or hunting for rotations. The markup is minimal, the quality is surprisingly high, and the risk of overpaying is low. Savvy shoppers recognize this and prioritize these purchases when they appear. It's also worth noting that inventory moves quickly. Items here are popular for a reason. They combine durability, brand recognition, and price advantage. But because TJ Maxx rarely advertises this section as a hotspot, many casual shoppers overlook it entirely, leaving opportunities for those who know the secret. In a store built on illusion and psychological nudges, the pet aisle is one of the few places where the deal is real. Recognize it, act on it, and you'll walk away not only with savings, but with purchases that genuinely deliver value. In a sea of strategic traps, this is one section where you can let logic, rather than emotion, guide your cart and still win. Timing is everything. Most shoppers hit TJ Maxx on Saturdays or Sundays thinking that weekend browsing is the way to score the best deals. It feels convenient, like running errands, but here's the insider truth. By the weekend, most of the prime merchandise is already gone. The shelves are filled with leftovers, the once exciting finds now second choices, and shoppers are left sifting through what everyone else has already picked over. Weekend shopping is more entertainment than strategy. It's crowds, chaos, and missed opportunities. Seasoned shoppers, however, know that the real magic happens during the week. Each TJ Maxx store follows a subtle rhythm of shipments and markdowns. Typically, new merchandise hits the floor on Monday or Wednesday, while markdowns are applied on Tuesday and Thursday. By Friday, the store is stable, but many of the most desirable items have already found new homes. That means the sweet spot for deals is Tuesday morning, when the floor has fresh arrivals, markdowns are active, and the crowds haven't yet scavenged the stock. Timing isn't just about the day, it's about understanding how scarcity and rotation influence your purchases. Walk in at the right moment, and you're treated to the newest arrivals at their best prices. Arrive on the weekend, and you're left hunting through what's left, often settling for items that aren't as good as what appeared earlier in the week. The lesson is simple. Strategic shoppers plan their visits, not around convenience, but around the store's restocking schedule. If your goal is to consistently find high-quality items at unbeatable prices, skip the weekend rush. Instead, target weekday mornings when new shipments arrive, markdowns are in place, and the odds are in your favor. Understanding timing turns TJ Maxx from a chaotic treasure hunt into a calculated game. When you shop on the right day, you're no longer reacting to what's left. You're proactively choosing from the best, maximizing both selection and savings. In a store built on engineered scarcity, timing isn't just important, it's everything. Color tags are a secret language. Most shoppers glance at price tags and move on, seeing only numbers. But at TJ Maxx, those tags aren't just labels, they're a subtle code, a secret language that communicates discounts, availability, and even potential value. Decoding these colors is a simple trick that separates casual shoppers from those who consistently find the best deals. Let's break it down. White tags are straightforward. They indicate regular price. There's nothing special here, and if you love the item, fine, but don't expect a deal. Red tags usually signal a clearance item. The price is lower, but it may not be the final markdown. Many shoppers assume red means final, but in reality, it can drop further. Yellow tags are where the real urgency lies. They indicate the lowest price the store will offer on that item. If you see a yellow tag and love the item, it's a signal to buy immediately, because it likely won't wait for you. Other colors carry more nuanced information. Blue tags are often part of a set, especially for home decor or coordinated apparel. If you spot blue, don't give up if the exact piece isn't nearby. It may be just a few racks over. Purple tags sometimes indicate runway or luxury-themed collections. In select stores, purple can signal genuine designer pieces. In others, it may simply create the perception of luxury. The key is knowing your store and understanding what the color means in context. By paying attention to tag colors, you gain insight into availability, urgency, and potential savings before you even consider price. Casual shoppers overlook these cues, reacting only to the logo or the number on the tag. Pros, on the other hand, read the code and make decisions strategically. The takeaway is clear. TJ Maxx uses a simple system to communicate subtle signals. Once you understand it, the store's apparent chaos starts to make sense. Decoding the color tags lets you spot genuine bargains, identify coordinated sets, and know when to act fast, giving you an edge in a store designed to keep impulse high and logic low. Rotation versus restocking. At most stores, when an item sells out, it's restocked. You return the next day and it's back on the shelf, ready and waiting. TJ Maxx operates differently. Here, items aren't simply restocked, they're rotated. When a piece sells, it's gone for good, replaced by something entirely new. This is a subtle but powerful strategy that drives shopper behavior without anyone even realizing it. Rotation creates scarcity. When you see a gorgeous jacket or a perfect decorative piece, your brain immediately senses that it might disappear. That sense of potential loss triggers faster buying decisions. You're no longer asking, "Do I need this?" Instead, you're asking, "Will someone else get it before I do?" This is paired with excitement. New arrivals appear almost every week, giving shoppers a reason to return regularly. The constant change keeps the experience fresh, turning casual visits into a mini treasure hunt. Finally, rotation generates urgency. Unlike stores that replenish inventory, TJ Maxx's one-time drops make hesitation costly. Walk away, and there's no guarantee the item will return. This manipulation of time and availability is what fuels impulse buying on a massive scale. It's not chaotic by accident. It's carefully engineered to make shoppers act quickly. The takeaway is simple. If you spot something you love, don't assume you can return later. Buy it immediately. The rotation system rewards decisiveness and punishes hesitation. Experienced shoppers know this, making strategic decisions about what's worth acting on and what can safely be passed over. Understanding rotation transforms your approach to TJ Maxx. It's no longer a casual browsing experience. It's a game of timing, attention, and calculated risk. By recognizing the principle of inventory manipulation, you gain the insight to shop strategically, avoiding the trap of waiting for an item that will never return. In a store built to create scarcity and urgency, acting when you see value is the smartest move you can make. Discounted gift cards. Most shoppers think gift cards are just convenient ways to pay, but at TJ Maxx, they can be a powerful tool for strategic savings. The trick lies in purchasing gift cards below face value, a secret many even veteran shoppers overlook. Retailers such as TJ Maxx, Marshalls, HomeGoods, HomeSense, Sierra, and others often sell gift cards at a discount through various outlets. Stores like Sam's Club, Costco, and specialty gift card resellers occasionally unload multi-packs below face value. This means you're essentially buying money for less money, giving yourself instant leverage at checkout. Now, combine this with another secret, the yellow tagged items, which already reflect the lowest possible store price. By using a discounted gift card on these already reduced items, you're effectively stacking savings on top of savings. For example, imagine buying a $100 yellow tag jacket with an $85 gift card you purchased beforehand. Not only are you getting the deepest discount the store offers, but you've also spent less than the item's reduced price, amplifying your total savings. This strategy is subtle but incredibly effective. It transforms your approach from reactive shopping to proactive money management. While casual shoppers swipe their debit or credit cards at full price, informed shoppers come equipped with preloaded savings that require no coupons, no negotiations, and no special permissions. The power lies in preparation, knowing where to find discounted gift cards and pairing them with already reduced inventory for maximum impact. It's also a lesson in psychological advantage. TJ Maxx encourages impulse buying and emotional purchases, but by entering the store armed with discounted gift cards, you shift control back to yourself. You're no longer swayed solely by flashy displays or red and yellow tags. You're actively optimizing your purchases. The takeaway is clear. Discounted gift cards aren't just a nice bonus. They're an advanced tool for layered discounts. Smart shoppers don't wait for luck or hope for a one-time deal. They stack strategies to extract the highest possible value. By mastering this secret, you can turn any shopping trip into a calculated exercise in savings, giving you an edge over the casual crowd and turning TJ Maxx's pricing tactics into your own advantage. Price discrepancies exist. One of the most overlooked secrets at TJ Maxx is deceptively simple. The price you see isn't always the price you get. Identical items, same brand, same size, same color, can carry different price tags within the same store. How is this possible? The answer lies in how TJ Maxx sources its inventory. The retailer buys from multiple vendors at varying costs. Each shipment may arrive at a different price point, and each batch gets tagged accordingly. 2 lamps from different suppliers, for instance, could end up side by side on a shelf with a $10 price difference, even though they are exactly the same. Savvy shoppers know how to turn this into an advantage. The first step is awareness. Don't assume every tag is absolute. Look for duplicates nearby, across sizes, sections, or even end caps. Compare the tags, and if you spot a cheaper version of the same item, you can politely ask the cashier, "Can I get the lower price?" More often than not, the store will honor it. This isn't exploiting a loophole. It's simply correcting an internal discrepancy caused by multi-vendor pricing. The impact is surprisingly powerful. A small difference in price can translate into meaningful savings, especially when multiplied across multiple purchases. While many shoppers accept the first number they see, experienced TJ Maxx visitors actively scan, compare, and verify, making sure they aren't overpaying for the exact same merchandise. Understanding this hidden pricing trick changes how you approach the store. It shifts your mindset from reactive to proactive, encouraging you to observe, compare, and act strategically. Instead of blindly trusting the tag, you treat each item as part of a system that can be navigated with a little attention and initiative. In a retail environment engineered to manipulate impulse and perception, knowing that price discrepancies exist gives you an edge over casual shoppers. It's a reminder that TJ Maxx, with all its clever marketing, still operates within predictable patterns. By recognizing these patterns and taking advantage of them politely and strategically, you ensure your shopping isn't just about luck. It's about informed decisions and maximizing value at every turn. The store is a behavioral lab. If there's one ultimate secret behind TJ Maxx, it's this. The store is carefully designed to control your behavior. Every aisle, every rack, and every chaotic clearance bin serves a purpose beyond simply displaying merchandise. The layout, the rotating inventory, the color-coded tags, and the scattered designer labels all contribute to a psychological environment engineered for impulse and urgency. TJ Maxx isn't just a store, it's a behavioral laboratory testing how shoppers respond to scarcity, novelty, and perceived value. Consider the checkout aisle. Tiny, inexpensive items are strategically placed to trigger last-minute impulse buys. Rotation ensures that items are one-time arrivals, creating scarcity and making shoppers feel they must act immediately. Designer labels, sometimes manufactured for merchandise, play on aspiration, making buyers believe they've found luxury for less. Even compare-at pricing and red tags are part of a sophisticated system designed to generate a sense of victory, even when the deal might not be as impressive as it seems. But here's the twist most people overlook. The biggest savings at TJ Maxx often come from walking away. Recognizing when a purchase is driven by engineered impulse rather than true value is perhaps the most powerful strategy of all. Understanding the system allows you to shop strategically, picking your moments wisely, and avoiding decisions that feed the store's behavioral design. The lesson is simple yet profound. Treat shopping as strategy, not entertainment. Enter with a plan, know what's valuable, and understand the subtle cues that influence your choices. Use tools like discounted gift cards, decode the color tags, pay attention to rotation, and leverage irregular items. Combine these tactics, and you transform from a reactive shopper into a deliberate strategist. Ultimately, the smartest shoppers aren't those who snag the most items. They're the ones who maximize value while minimizing unnecessary purchases. TJ Maxx may engineer the environment, but with awareness and strategy, you take control of your experience. By understanding the store's psychological design, you stop being a target of impulse and become the shopper the system never anticipates, a thoughtful, calculated, and savvy customer.